Yo, Travis Nevels here, Reverb Twang. I wanted to make a video because I haven't seen anybody else kind of make this video on the internet. There's videos on how to use sacred geometry with music. This is not a how-to video. I'm showing you how I use sacred geometry with music because I don't know if anybody else has done this. I've had 7 surgeries from practicing guitar, and so it slowed me down. I've only recorded an album a year of playing all the instruments and stuff, but it's made me write a lot of classical music at a desk without the instruments anywhere near me. And I started doing that because when I wrote with an instrument, it sounded like somebody banging away on a guitar, and I wanted to sound more like Shostakovich instead of Danny Elfman, because I wanted to. Anyway, tendonitis on my left arm, so for a year and a half, I sit at the desk and wrote classical music without an instrument, just with the knowledge I've gained over my life, and using matrices. Milton Babbitt invented a 12-tone square from like a Schoenberg 12-tone row. So you could look up Milton Babbitt Schoenberg. I started making 7-tone rows and 5-tone rows and other stuff being experimental, which is kind of cool. You get these fractal kind of sounds, and some of it ends up like sounding like Philip Glass or John Cage or something, which I don't necessarily want to do. And you could use the Fibonacci and pi and stuff, but it's going to sound more geometrical. I'm going for more of an architectural sound, and I started making matrices with 7-tone rows, basically with sacred geometry. You get the magic squares, like a square of Venus, 7 tones, square of Venus, and yours are 7-tone scale. You could make a 7-tone scale out of that one, you know what I mean? And then you got a 5-tone. You can use your pentatonic. You can use your pentatonic and make a 5-tone row out of that, and use that to write your music with, if you know how to write music with matrix. So if you don't, it's something to check out. If you're trying to do this stuff just with an instrument and all that, well, yeah, good luck. But this is more for writing and composing. Matrices are more for writing and composing. There's some more there. According to how many notes in your scale, about which one you would use. These are really fun, and I started getting into them when I really couldn't use my hands a lot. I had to use my mind, so I would sit there at the desk and make these, and I incorporate them into my music. I got other stuff too because I'm so geeked out. The tonics system. I do use the Rodins. I'll get the 3, 6, and the 9 going with something, and then I'll do a counter rhythm or a counter melody with the 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. And all this stuff is just experimental. The shapes are there anyway. They're way past there. I just wrote it. Like you got your diminished. It would be your square. Your augmented would be the triangle. A lot of that stuff's there anyway. If you know your theory, you already know sacred geometry. You're already using it. If you really want to use sacred geometry and the 528 and all this stuff, just meditate and vibrate your whole body with your mantra. And just that's sacred geometry. That's the vibration. That's the sacred thing. And then go play any kind of music or whatever. But if you do want to incorporate your stuff in this, like I said, this ain't an instructional video, but I'm just telling you how I do it, man. That's how I do it. I use 528 on maybe one guitar once in a while on some recordings, but that thing's not that big of a deal to me. But the big of a deal that it is that if you do tune to 528, you got your factor 9 grid, which all the numbers add up to 9, which is crazy. 4 plus 4 plus 1 is 9. 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 9. Everything equals 9 in the factor 9 grid, which just blows my mind because I'm all geeked out into this anyway, man. This is what I do. I wanted to make this video because nobody's made a video on touching sacred geometry with music this way. I'm kind of a specialist, and I've become that because of my hand condition, but I don't know if anybody else is doing this or not. I don't even know if 7-tone rows are a thing or 5-tone rows are a thing. They are now, but I wanted to make a video touch on this because nobody has. Most of the videos I see on sacred geometry and music, I don't even know if they're musicians or composers. They they might be guys that are just into math and stuff, but I didn't see anything where people are actually using it in a practical way. And a lot of times if people do, they don't tell anybody about it, but I share some of my secrets. I ain't gonna share all my secrets, but I share some of my secrets and showing you how I do this, Anyway, man, take it easy, like and subscribe, and have a nice day, man. Thanks for watching.